I'm telling you, the Republicans are a dying breed, man. The party died when John McCain died, honestly. That's when the Republicans fucking died. The rise of MAGA, I don't even know if you can consider them Republicans or conservative. Yeah, they're conservative, all right. Yeah, we're saving all the money. We're going to be fiscally conservative by giving it all to the billionaires. It's all right. You guys will pay for it. Their behavior, Donald Trump, you know, literally, this is how, another reason why I know this fucking guy's a narcissist. The fact that his base is so fucking brainwashed. That's what they do. That's what narcs do. You know, I'm telling you what, people don't understand how powerful these disorders are. They are fucking like witches. I think some of these people deep down inside, they feel it. They know. But the problem with narcissism and narcissists, we call them flying monkeys. The supporters, the enablers of the narcissist are called flying monkeys. Think Wizard of Oz. Okay, the Wicked Witch and the monkeys. What happens is they invest so much of themselves into the narcissist and in the shared fantasy the narcissist creates. The narcissist will create a shared fantasy. We're going to make America great again. You know, how are we going to do that, Mr. President? No, but we're going to do it. And it's, okay. Like, this fucking, they got the googly eyes, you know, like the spinning wheels in their eyes, man. They're narcissists are very powerful, man, and they're very dangerous. You got to understand, these are cluster B personality disorders. They're very sick. Especially narcissists, more than psychopaths. Narcissists are way sicker. I mean, probably not as, unaliving, but, you know, they're fucking twisted, dude. They have no empathy. They don't feel regret. They don't care. They could literally sign a document that orders thousands and thousands and thousands or millions of people to their deaths, and they don't ever think about it. They don't lose sleep. They don't reflect back on it and say, oh man, I can't believe they have no moments of terror over they can't feel it. They don't feel empathy. It's a medical thing. People think that they're just, I don't know. It's a medical thing. They can't feel empathy. It's not. They don't know what it is. They know it exists. I mean, look, you got Elon Musk on fucking, what was that, Joe Rogan's podcast, I think it was, talking about one of the biggest problems in this country, or I think it was this world or this country, is empathy. What kind of a fucking Frankenstein says that? Seriously. Empathy. That's the one thing that glues us as a species. That we can be semi-civilized is empathy, is oxytocin. These things that exist in a complete person. You know, being empathetic is being a complete person. Okay? And when you don't have that, you're very ill. And yes, and we have a cluster B category, you know, the psychos and the sociopaths and the fucking, I'm sorry, they're all bad. They're all very ill, you know. Even, sorry, borderliners, but yeah, you guys are kind of crazy too. But, you know, just saying, I don't know why people aren't talking about it more. Like,
Trump's repeated comments about annexing Canada and his actions reveal a sociopathy that was described in detail in the 2017 book, The Dangerous Case of Donald Trump. In it, 27 psychiatrists and mental health professionals made it clear that Trump is a sociopath who poses a threat not just to the U.S., but to the entire world. Some of the assessments of Trump's personality in the book include the following, and mind you, these are assessments made by professionals who work in the area of mental health. Trump is an impulsive, immature, incompetent person who, when in the position of ultimate power, would easily slide into the role of tyrant. His sociopathic characteristics are undeniable and present a profound threat to democracy. He is profoundly an evil man exhibiting malignant narcissism. And if left unchecked, his pathological narcissism could lead to World War III.
Like, if anybody's ever been a victim of one of these creatures, psychopaths, sociopaths, they leave you fucked up, dude. They do. You're gonna, you know, it leads a lot of people to suicide. And that's, eventually, all narcissists fail in their plans. They all do. They're self-sabotaging creatures, dude. They are, from the moment they were born, they were just a ticking time bomb. You know? Look at Mustache Man. He was they think he now, of course they can't test his brain because it's in Russia in a jar somewhere, but They think that Mr. Mustache Man was bipolar, narcissistic, sociopathic, but he had bipolar too. So imagine a fucking sociopathic narcissist who's in a manic episode.
Ja, dann tritt für mich ein, so wie ich für dich eingetreten.
You know, that fucking dude up on the stage going nuts, dude. You know, he was manic. He was a manic narcissist. Like, that's a pretty powerful combination, dude. Look where it led them. But what did he do? He won over an entire nation with bullshit lies and manipulation and gaslighting. Created a problem. It was the Jews that only he could solve. Oh, look at, I don't know where Ehrman and, you know, whatever, where they went, but, you know, it's awfully quiet around here these days, you know. We must be doing something right, you know, deporting all the people. They're very dangerous people, these cluster bees, man. All of them. And so people need to realize that we, as a nation, having a fucking... They gotta be all psychopaths. They have to be. You gotta understand. Most people in these high successful, high apex fucking positions in this country and in the world are cluster bees, dude. Because all of them have this fucking drive to manipulate and lie and fucking pull strings and to just... Like psychopaths, for instance. They will... CEOs, like chairmen of the board, you know, those types of people, these apex fucking predators, are cluster bees, like psychopaths, man. They feel nothing.
But there are studies that show this. For example, Hare and Babiak, the world's leading experts on psychopathy, they discovered that 5% of chief executive officers of Fortune 500 companies can be diagnosed as psychopaths, compared to 1% in the general population. Studies by Bond, recent studies by Bond, found that 20% of chief executive officers in all corporations, small and big, have pronounced psychopathic tendencies and are possibly, potentially, psychopaths. We discovered that among medical surgeons, people who operate in operating rooms, in hospitals, there is between 5 and 10 times more psychopaths than in the general population. We know that.
I used to represent them in their divorces.
Yeah.
And they feel nothing. They're emotionally muted, okay? They don't feel, just like narcissists, they don't feel guilt, empathy, anything. Except they're even less emotional. You know, narcissists do have an emotional range, but it's like this. It's mostly bad feelings, the rage and jealousy, envy, that shit. And, dude, you can see it. I'm telling you right now. Musk and Trump are narcissists, and I promise you right now, both of those two have a plan to destroy each other in the long run. Because narcissists are paranoid. They always have an exit strategy. They spend their whole lives deflecting. No, it's not me, it's you.
Now that Elon Musk has ascended to become the real president of the United States, I decided to reread his biography by the best biographer ever, Isaacson. And no, this video is not about Elon Musk. And I do not envy Elon Musk. I pity Elon Musk. I wouldn't trade places with him for all the riches in the world. He has had a wretched childhood, and he is having a horrid personal life. To be Elon Musk is to be entombed in a torture chamber, regardless of his accomplishments. I truly, honestly pity him. I know what mental illness is like. In this biography, it is shocking that Isaacson did not consult a diagnostician, a psychologist, a clinician with some experience in autism spectrum disorders and personality disorders. Literally everyone in the book keeps telling Isaacson that Elon Musk is mentally ill. Elon Musk himself admits to it. He self-diagnoses as someone with Asperger's syndrome. At some point, he even admits to being bipolar. And so I would have thought that consulting a mental health professional or mental health practitioner would be a normal course of action for a biographer. And that is a major omission in a book that is otherwise attempting to be balanced, although Isaacson's admiration for Musk is clear throughout the text. I have read this biography twice. Not an easy task, not an easy feat. And of course, I have never met Elon Musk. nor interviewed him, nor am I qualified to diagnose people, professionally or otherwise. I'm a professor of psychology. I am not a clinician. But I do consider myself to be an expert on narcissistic personality disorder. And Musk strikes me as an extreme case, perhaps the most radical case I've ever come across, of an overt sadistic narcissist. Now, Musk self-diagnoses as an autist, someone with autism spectrum disorder. Asperger's syndrome is no longer used. We today say that it is level 1 autism spectrum disorder, or just autism spectrum disorder, according to the ICD-11. Level 1 is DSM language. And so it is Musk who decided that he is an ASPI, someone with Asperger's syndrome. He has never been diagnosed. And self-diagnosis and a staunch refusal to attend therapy or to be inspected or investigated by a diagnostician, these are in themselves markers of grandiosity. Everything in the book tells me that Elon Musk has narcissistic personality disorder. That's at least my opinion.
Yeah. Dude, we're in trouble. Like, if you know about these people, if you experience these people, you fucking know that having a fucking... telling you, man, that his cabinet is filled with psychopaths. Like psychopaths, it takes a special kind of person to climb that type of ladder. That's cutthroat shit, man. Okay, same with the politics, man. You seen House of Cards? You think that shit's completely wrong? No. It takes a certain type of person. Psychopaths, sociopaths, well, not so much sociopaths, but like narcissists and psychopaths are perfect for that shit. Even borderliners, dude, or histrionics or whatever, we're fucking in danger, dude. Like, this is really unsettling. But it takes a special kind of person to climb to the top. You fucking step on anybody's neck, lie, scheme, cheat, manipulate your whole fucking way into circles, and then destroy those circles and keep on going up the chain. It takes a fucking savage, non-empathetic person to make it to that level. Because that's how they are structured. That's how they are built. They are very fucking competitive and very jealous and very diabolical. Snaky fucking sneaky people. And, once they get to the top, what the fuck do? What do? It's all about the dollar. So they shut down these fucking car plants and these manufacturing plants. And they did it years ago. It's too late now. It's too fucking late. They did it years ago. They shut those plants down, put hundreds of thousands of fucking American workers who have families to support out of jobs. Now you have a town that was built and centered around a giant American plant, supporting all these people, shut down, shipped overseas so they don't have to pay as much, okay? And what happens? That town falls into disarray. Anybody with fucking brains moves out of that town, left with the people who are damaged and cannot make it in this world. And what happens? The drugs start to pour into that city, where people are just broken, okay? There's no jobs to be had. There's no upward mobility. People give up hope. And next thing you know, they take one hit of fucking fentanyl and it's over. Now you got a scourge. You got a fucking whatever's remaining in that city of the population. It's fucked up. It's done. The crime goes up. The murders go up. The fucking the unwanted babies go up. It's just. And these people know this. These people who are running shit, they know this. They want us down. That's what I'm saying. They're fucking cluster Bs. They're narcissists, psychopaths, sociopaths. Because they want us down. They want us to be fighting amongst ourselves. They want us to be willfully ignorant. They want us dumb. They want what they want. They want it all. They want it all. They want all the money, all the power, all the real estate, all the national parks. They want it all. And none for you. None for you. You're going to pay the taxes. We're going to make the money. We're going to keep you two fighting between each other while we fucking run off to the bank. We own the bank, bitch. This is a fucking apocalyptic right now because, the country that was once stabilizing the globe, right now, the leader of the free world, the fucking massive remaining superpower, was kind of gelling along with our allies, the world together from any major fucking conflicts. What is this, 80 years with no major conflicts? And we are fucking tiptoeing on that son of a bitch right now. You can already see the fucking lines being drawn. It's gonna be NATO. It's gonna be our allies versus us and Russia. You think I'm kidding? Just wait.